Hey, Rudy, welcome. Good to see you again. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a good week this week. Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 15 of our Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay series. I'm Commander Jarval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, admin notes, not a whole lot, just a reminder to keep a lookout on social media and the post tab here on the channel about a new live stream that will be opening up here in a couple of weeks on Wednesday evenings here in the United States. For a game that we want to play. We've talked about it before, but like I said, just pay attention to my social media and the announcement here, and we'll get that started. Not a lot to say on it right now, but we will be opening up a third live stream here coming up pretty quick. The only other thing to mention is that the Sunday live stream for now is going to remain at the time that it's listed. Pretty soon, though, we are going to be moving it to be 1 hour after the ending of this live stream on Saturday. And that's due to the NFL football season here in the United States. Once it starts, the games are normally at noon on Sunday, and I will just adjust the Sunday live stream to be right after this. So you get a double helping on Saturday of live streams. From 10 to 1, then I take an hour break, give my voice a chance to rest, and then come back and go from 2 to 5. So pay attention to that. As we make that change, I'll announce it again on my channel and on social media as well. So I think that's it on the recap, or on the admin notes. So on our recap, last week we had finished up in Merhojed, and we were on the main questline questions and answers, and that wound itself into the Pestilence side quest and the Last Will and Testament side quest. And we finished up Pestilence. We're now waiting for the disease to have finally taken its course. And let's go ahead and jump back in here. And we'll kind of get ready for the ending of these. Okay, so here we are on Pestilence, so we need to wait until the situation clears up. Let's go see if Melikar's out here wandering around somewhere.
We found out what could be the cause of the affliction.
And?
You should check where your water's coming from. Nicodemus and I think that it comes down to poisoning.
It'd be hard to poison the spring, but what about the well? Good lord, that's difficult to believe.
I have my suspicions.
The bastards weren't satisfied with killing young Straw. The fucking bastards!
I brought some help, as promised. Will you let me see the prisoner?
I will let you, I will. Of course I will. My boy, if you've really brought a potion to rid us of this scourge, I'll let you do anything.
Ah, whether I've managed to rid you of the scourge, that remains to be seen. It'll take a few days before we know whether the potion worked.
I know, but even so, just the fact that someone cares, that means a lot to us.
Thanks, Sir Radzig. He's the one who decided to help you.
Sir Radzig is a goodly lord. I swear I'll never utter another word against him. Now open up that shed. Take care now.
Okay, now he's going to take us over to the continuation of the questions and answers quest, which was, remember, because they have a captive in here that we need to interrogate. Okay. Now, before you go into this, you want to make sure that you have a speech that's up pretty high. I'm actually going to up my charisma as well by putting on the Warhorse set and the golden spurs, the necklace, this silver ring, and then all of the Warhorse set. Okay, so my charisma is up to 14. My speech is up to 12. We'll see if that's enough.
Now let's wait and see what happens.
Okay, so now we're going to wait for the remedy to start. Hey, Mixed Life, welcome. Good to see you again. Thanks for being here. So now we need to wait and see if the remedy works. And I think we have to wait a couple of days for this. So let's go take a rest here. And our nearest one is going to be up here at Tomberg. What is my horsemanship? 18. It's almost 19. So let's head to the east here, and we'll just ride over. This should get our horsemanship up to 19. There it is. Like I say, our goal is just to get it up to 20. So we'll just head over here to Talmberg and we'll rest a little bit. Until we get the quest notification that we are, or that the village is cured. Hey, here's the village. We should have a permanent room here. We do have access to our chest. Wanted to look and see. Okay, so we can take Stinger. Okay, so right now we're using Longinus' sword, which is 68 stab, 55 slash, and 115 defense, or 111 defense. If we change that to Stinger, you can see that our stab goes up, our slash goes down, and our defense goes down, but our charisma goes up. Since I'm fighting with a shield, I mean, my defense is going to be going down, but I'm going to take Stinger because I tend to stab more often than I slash, and I want to have Stinger equipped when I go through this. So I'm going to take Longinus' sword and I'm going to put it away. And now we're just going to pass a little time and wait for the cure to take effect. Now, it's important when you start the Pestilence quest that you don't waste time doing a lot of other side quests, or that you don't fast travel all over the place, because it is a timed quest. After a couple of days, the villagers will start dying off, and that's not what you want to do. And there you can see we now got the objective to check on the bandit. Okay, the remedy has worked. So on our way out, eat from the pot. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, now we'll fast travel back over to Merhojed. And this one can be a little bit hard to get to because of the quest marker. And I can never remember. Yeah, Melikar's house is this one. Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Who are you?
My name is Henry, and I'm investigating on behalf of Sir Radzig Kobyla.
Oh, I see. You'll have an easy job with me, boy.
How so?
I won't give you any problems.
That's sensible of you.
I'm a sensible man. Only I'd like to get it over quick and not keep the Rattay executioner busy too long, if you catch my drift.
I understand.
What do you want to know?
Everything. First, tell me who's behind all this. Who do you follow?
I follow the coin, lad. We all do.
That's not news to me, but who pays the coin?
I got my pay from Runt, like all the men in Pribyslavitz. And Runt got his money from the chief, and the chief had the coin minted.
Who's the chief? The bandit leader?
Bandit? If he heard you say that, he'd have your head on a spike. That's the kind of man he is. Nobody knows much about him, though. Only that he ain't Czech.
So he's a foreigner? German?
Don't think so. For sure he ain't Czech. And he's got plenty of coin. I'd stake my neck on it. He's got noble blood in his veins.
Judging by how he looks.
More by the way he talks. Any man can dress up like nobility, but he spoke all la-di-da, like a lord.
Where's that chief of yours now?
I've no idea. After Privislovitz, he ordered us to raid Merhojed, but he wasn't with us. He went off who knows where. I don't reckon he'll be out of your hair for long, though.
So the chief is in command of all these operations?
You could say. I'd say you're looking at it all wrong, though.
How's that?
You ask who's in charge and who answers to who, only this ain't some noble court. There was all sorts of gangs in Privislovitz, big and small. Robber barons who had their own brigades calling them my lord, and common footpads who hadn't a pot to piss in. Men came, men went. Lots of squabbles, the occasional murder. Old cronies and old rivals were meeting. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
It was one big muddle. The main thing was nobody asked questions. I didn't give a damn who the chief was or what he had in mind or whether he had one ball or two. All I was interested in was the coin.
Uh-huh. How did you know about Privislovitz? Who took you there?
A fellow by the name of Moorcock. We met near Kuttenberg. I was robbing burghers who were fleeing the town from Sigismund's army. We got to talking and he told me about Privislovitz.
Why did you attack Merhojed?
The chief himself gave us the order. I reckon he wanted to show the local lords he was nowhere near finished.
So he's planning more raids?
The chief's always planning something. Privislovitz was only the start.
So you knew the coin was counterfeit?
Course I did. I brought those groschen to Privislovitz, along with a few other things.
Did you? And where did the forgeries come from?
Like, where were they made? I don't know. Some merchant by the name of Merhojed gave them to me. We used to meet at the charcoal piles near Rovna, by the crossroads there. As it happens, I'm supposed to be meeting him there about now.
So Merhojed's waiting there?
Might be, might not. He could have heard what happened in Privislovitz and decided not to show.
And does this Merhojed know where the coin comes from?
How should I know? To me, he's just another link in the chain. I deal with him, and I never ask who he deals with. Just like he knows nothing about me.
I see. So I suppose there's no point asking you if you know any more about him.
It'd be a waste of breath. All he did was give me the coin, and then we went our separate ways.
Who else knows about the money?
Apart from the chief, Merhojed, Runt and me, there was a few others. The men got some real money too, with the false stuff. It'd be suspicious if they only had freshly minted coin.
You said you used to bring other things. What were they?
Letters. Merhojed would give them to me for the chief. This time I was taking an answer back to Merhojed too.
Have you still got that letter?
Aye. The yokels round here ain't got much interest in correspondence, apparently.
Give it to me then.
I'd be delighted.
What were the letters about?
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be trusted to carry letters, would I? I took them from Merhojed to the chief and back. That's all.
That's all I need to know for now.
For now, for the love of Christ, boy, don't let the executioner interrogate me. I already told you everything I know.
That's for Sir Radzig to judge.
old Straw's come for the brigand. Step back from that Eden, young fella.
But you can't kill me. Not just like that.
Shut the fuck up, you weasel, and keep it fucking shut. You don't even get a say. Calm down, Straw. He won't escape justice. After all, he's... Don't stand in my way, Melikar. Let Henry decide. He's the one who saved his life.
Let's talk about it.
To hell with that. That Orson killed my boy. He won't leave Merhojed alive.
Okay, so here we have some options. The speech option is the one that we're going to have to go with.
Listen to me, Straw. That isn't going to help anyone. You're a decent man, not a killer. Think of your wife.
And where's the justice in that? My boy cut down on his youth. Didn't even have a chance to marry. And that cutthroat swine left walking the earth.
Do you really want to defy your lords and masters?
If I have to. That son of a whore deserves to swing. If you don't have the balls for it, step aside and leave it to me.
I understand, Straw, truly. I lost my parents. They were slain in front of my eyes, and to the day I die, I'll never forgive myself for doing nothing to save them.
What of it? My parents are dead too. My father was kicked by a horse and took 2 weeks to die of it. But to outlive your own child, you don't know what you're talking about. That bastard is going nowhere.
So for some reason, you can see the speech option in the lower left-hand corner. We have a higher speech score than him, but for some reason it always fails. I'm not sure why, or maybe I have to have a speech skill that's just way higher because that number is just wrong. The same thing about the intimidation skill, or the intimidation check here. We have 15, he has 10. So if I choose to do this...
I've got no time for your drunken babbling, Straw. That bandit is going with me, and if you try to stop me, you'll...
Like you. We'll fight for him, if that's the way you want it. We'll soon see who's left standing.
So it doesn't matter what I chose there. He was going to end up fighting. Very similar to the first time we encountered him. Something's wrong with his stats. I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Then let's not waste any time.
If that's how you want it. I'm over here.
So I'm going to fight him again.
Shit! Giving up already?
It's not really a difficult fight, it's just a pain.
Kurva! Oh! I'll slay you, you scum. Well landed.
So we'll just keep countering here until he finally goes down.
Fuck it. Missed.
Can't let him get away with that.
Give us that bastard, Merhojed. I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
That godless horse.
All right, come on, hurry up, throw a punch. And you don't want to hit any of the townspeople here.
I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill
I
you!
think just one or two more here.
I'll kill him. What are you doing with him?
Learn what is to
Where is it? Where is that murdering cunt?
Okay, and then you just click on the bandit and you'll end up taking them to Rattay. And it'll automatically fast travel you there. You don't have to click it or anything. It'll just take you there, so. And you're going to end up in the basement of the rat house. Okay, and here we are in the basement of the rat house. And while I'm here, what time is it? While I'm here, I'm going to pick up a couple of things. Because I want to have a potion on me when I'm going into speech checks like that. And there are two different ones. There's a bard potion that will increase your speech, and
Stop.
there...
I need to search you.
Okay.
What?
Orders of...
If you insist.
All's well.
There's a bard potion that will increase your speech, and there's an Amor potion which will increase your charisma. My charisma is normally pretty high, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm going to get 5 belladonna. I'm going to get 5 charcoal. Going to get 5 nettle. And 5 St. John's wort. Oops. I'm just going to pay for those. We'll go around the corner here real quick. And we'll brew us up some bard potions. This is going to up our speech by 5 whenever we take it. So again, I'm going to do the master brew here. So all of these go up. Okay, and I'm not entirely sure if I know the bard potion here or not. It doesn't look like I do. So, okay, so for the master brew, you start with oil. Okay, you put 1 nettle in the mortar. You put 1 St. John's wort in the mortar, and then you grind it. And then add it to the cauldron. And then you're just going to add the other 2 ingredients. So you're going to add the belladonna. You're going to add the charcoal. And then you're going to collect with a file. And this should get me 3. I don't know if I think I have Bundle Alchemist. If I bundle Alchemist, then it got me 4. Yep, it did. Okay. So now we can just auto brew these. Now, auto brew does not give you the 4th potion. The Bundle Alchemist perk does not work with auto brews. So this is only going to get me 3, but I don't really care. Ah. Three, 4. Okay, so I'm out of ingredients. And now I've got 16 bard potions here. So just to save those up, because I am going to be needing a few, probably not this episode, but definitely next episode. Okay, so now I need to do a couple of things. I can go talk to, I can go back to Merhojed and talk to Melikar, and that will finish off Pestilence. Last Will and Testament, I can go take this and turn this in now. And Lost and Found I don't need. So let's go ahead and go to Sasau here. Let's go to this Sasau. Now that we've already convinced his son to go try and reconcile with his father, we can turn this in and not affect the outcome of that.
Salami, sausages, lard of all kinds, and scratches to make your mouth water.
Okay, so we'll head into the church. Great. Where is he? Oh, great. I never like wandering around towns looking for NPCs. So, let's go here. So he's outside, maybe? Yep, there he is.
Father, Vincent of Merhojed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Merhojed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven, but Vincent is still alive?
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for your trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Take care now.
Yeah, you get
Let's get something
175
to eat.
groschen
Starting
for
to get
that.
hungry.
So now let's head back to, and that will complete Last Will and Testament. Now let's head back to Merhojed. And we'll talk to Melikar. And that should end the Pestilence Quest. So, yeah, it looks like he's maybe back here behind his house.
God be with you, good sir.
How's it looking, Melikar?
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief. You've suffered enough. We've all suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
Okay, so you can get some groschen out of this. I don't need money right now.
No. I can't possibly accept that. Give it all back, Melikar. With my thanks.
That's kind of you. I'm glad you appreciate our situation. Things are tough, all right.
I understand. I'm just glad everything turned out well.
So am I, lad. So am I. See you later.
Okay, and that's going to complete the Pestilence Quest. But there is one more thing that we can do. And I can never remember. I think he's down here. Okay, he was. So we're looking for... So we just finished... Okay. So yeah, this is Vincent, and that's completed now. Okay, so I think we are now ready to finish up questions and answers. Okay, and this is going to lead us into a string of things here. So we're going to head north. Nope, not this way. This road. Can't remember where the road is. Not back here. I think it's around out here to the left. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're going to continue down this road here, and this should lead us to the lookout point with Sir Radzig. This isn't it. He's up on top of the hill.
Yeah.
Okay, there he is. Now, sometimes he won't be here, but you'll have to wait until he is here.
What do you need?
He kind of, sometimes he can glitch out and he can act like this quest has been completed. And if he does that, he'll end up back in Prickstein or something like that. And the completion of this quest is contingent upon him being here in this spot. So if he's not here, and when you go and try and finish questions and answers, his icon's down in Rattay or something like that, you have to reload a save.
I've returned from Merhojed, sir.
How does it look there?
I brought them help from the monastery. Brother Nicodemus and Johanka from Skalitz. Fortunately, Nicodemus was able to cure the disease. Well, at least what he's doing looks promising so far.
Thank Christ. Some good news for a change. What about the captive? Did you question him?
He was infected too.
I see. Did he survive?
Fortunately, he survived and I had a chance to question him.
What did you find out?
He was transporting the false coins to Privislavitz. He got them from some merchant called Merhojed.
I don't know him.
Neither do I. But I know where the money's handed over. It's not far from Rovna, and this Merhojed should be waiting there about now.
Excellent, Henry. We mustn't let this opportunity slip through our fingers. You go there and put pressure on this Merhojed to tell us what he knows. Don't go yet. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. God be with you.
And this is why this is tied to this location.
You haven't disappointed me. Nothing against Bernard, Robert, or any of those others. But none of them could find out as much as you. At least not without beatings and torture. And that doesn't always work. You're a godsend, lad.
Thank you, sir.
Now go and find out who's behind everything, and then we'll deal with them.
Yes, sir. Sir.
What is it?
Sometimes I ask myself what it all means. Why does God allow such things to happen? All this slaughter and revenge, over and over.
It's a hard question. I'm no theologian. But long ago I came to the conclusion that the only thing that makes sense is that it's all a trial. Life is one long series of problems to solve. The more you solve, the better a man you become.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, just look at the pampered ones who have no concerns in life, like young Lord Capon, for instance. I shudder to think how he will rule when his time comes. Tribulations spawn in life over and over again, and we must stand our ground and face them. So, I go to Sasso and solve this one.
You can rely on me, sir.
Good luck, son.
So an interesting cutscene there. The ending of it especially. Now, calling somebody son is often an appellation that happens, but still seems a little strange. So now what we're going to do is we should now have a quest marker that's popping up in Rattay now. This will not be here until you finish questions and answers. So we're going to head back to the mill. Okay, and this is the objective that just popped up is for all that glisters.
God be with you.
I need to quickly look through this and see if we have anything to sell. I think this silver ring. And that's it. Okay, so we're going to unequip and store all of the Warhorse set. We're going to unequip the silver ring. Unequip the necklace. Unequip the golden spurs. Okay, and that should get us back to our 17 and 20 on here. And where are we with gold? 115k, so we should have plenty. Let's head in here and go to sleep. Okay, we'll wake up and we'll eat at a pot here. We'll eat at another pot on the way in.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stop down here. Okay, and let's go up and talk to that quest giver who is going to be Sir Hans. Okay, so let's see where he's at. Whoops, need to be on the map. Okay, so he's in his room down here in Prickstein. Okay, now when you talk to him... Okay, there he is. When you talk to him, you don't want to be wearing anything. Now, I could probably get away without doing this with those clothes I had.
I'm glad you're here, Henry.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sahanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
Oh, Sakra. That doesn't sound good.
Indeed. I wonder what he wants to lecture me about this time. And you, because you're going with me.
Alright, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I suppose so. Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush. So go and get dressed up before we head off.
Thanks, Sir Hans. I'll go and get changed now.
Okay, and that is because if you're not wearing any high quality clothing, he'll offer you all of this stuff in here. And if you look at it, the charisma ratings on these are pretty high. Okay, and you can also take 220 tournament arrows. These are 100 damage to health. So they're pretty good. Ordinary arrows you can take if you want. You can take a very light bow if you want, but again, it's not really worth it. But we're going to take the clothes. We're not going to need the tournament arrows, and there's a reason for that. But if you want to take them, just for right now, you can. But we're going to quickly be getting something like 800 better piercing arrows or something like that, which is like the second best arrow in the game. So we're going to have all the arrows we need. Okay, so I'm going to equip this. Okay.
So, should we go then?
Let's go. And by the way, I'm glad you got dressed up properly. Clothes make the man, and in your case, it's quite a transformation. Come along then.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone?
Uncle, my lord.
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't... Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are. But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables, and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout. That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch. And he couldn't report for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair? Of course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead. A lord remains a lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. And I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge. That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief. Sir Milota of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milota pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milota.
Wulfrin of Camburg? That name is familiar.
He's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milota's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulfrin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
And this is going to start the Robber Baron quest. Now, it's fairly quick, but before we go, we want to... Thank you. Y'all are killing me here with the door. You're absolutely killing me with the door. I want to speak with Sir Hans.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
Okay, and this I'm going to start... I'm going to ask him first about this, but then I'm going to start this Rattay Tourney questline here.
So, what do you think about this?
Old Hanush is right about one thing. It's time to stop chasing wenches and start chasing bandits. It'll be a bit of excitement for a change.
I agree. I was worried you'd be upset after Sir Hanish's speech.
Why would I? I finally have a chance to show Uncle what I can do. I can't wait. We'll ride there, hack those bastards to pieces, and celebrate with a good drink in the evening.
But Sir Hanish said we should get them out of the fiefdom without bloodshed if we can.
And how else do you suppose we can do that?
With diplomacy?
You can't parley with criminals. That would just damage Uncle's reputation. Every lowlife would think he could rob him without fear of reprisal. Enough talk. Let's mount up. Goodbye.
Sir Melota looked pretty bad.
Hey, and this is going to start the Capon's Champion quest.
Sir Hans, I heard something about a tourney in Rattay.
Yes, Hanush has decided to revive the tourney at the upper castle. It's only a bit of entertainment for commoners. A few fellows on foot bashing each other with various weapons.
Well, you don't seem like your usual cheerful self, sir. Anything wrong?
Yes, blast it. Hanush was on my back about what I'd do all day, so I told him I was busy dealing with very important knightly matters. I said I was training my future page in combat, initiating him into the art of swordsmanship and other battle skills.
I didn't know you had a page.
Well, that's just the thing. I don't. It was just something I made up on the spot to get him off my back. Only it seems I was a bit too convincing. Now, Uncle wants my imaginary page to demonstrate what he's learnt in the tourney.
I can see how that could be a bit awkward.
That's putting it mildly. The old man is like a dog with a bone. He'll never let go. Unless... Yes, now I think of it. I'll tell Hanush I was training you. All you have to do is enter the tourney, batter the fuck out of all the other peasants, and everyone will be happy. Except for the losers, of course.
What, and I'm to become your page? I'm not sure if Sir Radzik would agree.
No, Radzik doesn't have to know anything about it. It's just a little charade for Uncle's benefit. Not that it's such a bad idea. Who knows, maybe one day.
All right. I just hope it won't get me into trouble.
Everything will be just fine. You'll see.
Well, I suppose I can handle a few fellows one at a time. All right, then.
Of course you can. That's the spirit. You have to put up some coin to enter, though. Naturally, I'll pay for that, so you don't go around calling me a pinch purse. Go and see the tournament master. You'll find him somewhere around the upper castle courtyard. He'll explain everything and sign you up. Run along now. And don't let me down, Henry. Remember, you have to demonstrate you've been trained by a master.
Your wish is my command.
Excellent. Afterwards, we'll drink to your glorious deeds. Goodbye.
Okay, now he's going to give you the 60 groschen for the entry fee for the tourney. Now, you don't have to go speak to the tourney master yet. You can speak to him on the day that the tourney happens, which is not today. And I'm going to put all of the Warhorse set back on. So my charisma is now 12. It's not great.
Not that I'm too keen on going anywhere. Better not let the captain hear you say that. He'll swing you from the battlements.
Ugh. Okay, so we need to... Where's Bernard at? Oh, there he is.
Sir Hanish sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out. Lord Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hanish sent me to handle this.
Oh, great. We've got a horse collision problem.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own safety.
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it. Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine and Meloda's?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estates.
I heard the same. Only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
I meant no offense, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg clan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he'd cursed them, and I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him.
You have no idea how hard this is.
Was he wounded in war?
No, he was born that way. See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, when she fell pregnant, they say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night? That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn. Only the 5th survived, and he was disfigured. Wilhelm, they say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful.
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough. But he turned out to be as wild as a stray tomcat.
It seems he hasn't grown out.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. Cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, but because they were afraid the devil would come out of him and possess someone else. Then later, Wolfen turned up, even though he was supposed to be dead for years. There were folk who said he was dead. That wouldn't stop the devil's spawn.
Sweet Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me. How are we supposed to deal with a monster like that?
Pray, Sir Hans. Pray. Whoa! Vitus and Cyril. I sent them to scout ahead.
Those bastards will pay for this.
They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crow meat.
Yes, Captain.
So, things have escalated a little bit. And throughout all that dialogue, you basically learned that Wilhelm had kind of a bad childhood. His family life was really kind of messed up. And it's kind of led him down this this road here where Bernard really doesn't like him. And just killed a couple of his men, so gonna like him even less. Oh no, horse collisions. Oh, yep, here we go. Physics. Almost as bad as Skyrim horses, except they won't launch you off into the stratosphere if you hit a rock the wrong way. Like, I'm not gonna try and dismount there. Okay. So, where are we? We're at Charisma 12 with all of this on. Let's see what our Charisma is with this stuff on. It's 13. Okay. Okay, so we can get up to 15. That's good. We're going to try and keep this clean. So we're not going to wear it around. Okay, we're going to wear our normal stuff around. For now. Okay.
How are you?
What do we do now?
First, we have to find out where those Horsons are holed up. According to the reports, they raided a few farms around here. So someone should go to those places and find out what they can. You should do it, Henry. My men would probably just startle them.
Isn't it dangerous?
About as dangerous as sitting here in the camp.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, sir. Where are the farms they raided?
One is uphill from Neuhof, right by the woods. One here above the woods by the crossroads, directly north from our camp.
Tell me, Captain, how come this wolfling is attacking his own kin?
They say blood's thicker than water, but sometimes I wonder. Look at our king and Sigismund.
So what's the cause of your conflict with wolfling?
Nothing in particular. Just that he's a ruffian, a treacherous bastard, and a bandit. No wonder the whole Camber clan is cursed.
Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. Hunting. Yes, I have done a lot of hunting. I just finished up a quest not too long ago about it. And raised my hunting skill up enough to get the tanning perk so that I get hides from them. Why is my reputation with the Rattay soldiers too low? I honestly don't know. I was arrested for murder last week, I think, or something like that, and I have no idea why. I didn't kill anybody there. maybe, I don't know if I ran into somebody with my horse too hard or something. I really have no idea. But if it's low, I haven't checked it, but if it's low, that's why it's low. So, yeah, I've done and depending upon which quest you're talking about, and I'll look at it here in a second once I finish. Let me finish up these dialogues here, and we'll look at a couple of things.
How are you related?
Miloda, Wolfen, and I have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna.
How do you mean cursed?
Like I said, Wolfen's grandfather married Countess Barbara of Hogwitz. She didn't want to bear his child and went to a witch to get rid of it. Only instead of getting rid of the unborn child, she ended up having 5.
What, all at the same time?
All in one night. But only one of them lived till morning. The youngest, Wilhelm. And his face was disfigured. They say the witch deceived the Countess, and it was Satan himself who impregnated her.
And you believe that story?
Depends how you look at it. Wilhelm wasn't a bad man while he was in his right mind, but he was terrifying to look at. I still get shivers down my spine when I think of him. As for Wolfen, word came that he died in Silesia. Then, one day, he appeared from nowhere. There are folk who say death has no power over him. Take care.
Okay. So as far as the training quests, if you're talking about Prey, the quest with Hans where he gets into a fight with some humans, yes, that was a long time ago. You had to have done that before you could get to this location in the quest lines. I've also done 2 huntsman quests to hunt some game for the Skalitz refugees and to skin some animals and that sort of stuff. But yes, if you're talking about the quest where you have to hunt some hare and and compete against Hans Capon, that's the quest called The Prey. And yes, we completed that a long time ago. So we have to go look at one of two farms, and we're going to go to this one down here. There's a reason for that. If I look at my inventory, I have 19 bandages. You need to bring 3 bandages along with you on this. So we're going to head down south.
Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, we're going to stay to the right until we clear the tree line.
Yeah.
And then we're going to head straight west around the side here. And we should recognize this farm. Okay, so we're going to equip these again. And our charisma's 13. We're going to up our speech. 16.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
Captain Bernard sent me to find out about the raid. What exactly happened?
Those filthy cutthroats beat my husband black and blue, then stole all our food stores and vanished. Poxy bastards. Poor Lumiere. He didn't want to let them get away with it, so he chased them as far as the woods. But they cut him down, and now I'm afraid he'll not live to see the light of day.
Did you see which way they went?
Along the track here, straight into the woods. My old man gave chase and fought with them by the old hunter's shelter. He slashed one of them with his sickle. He bled like a stuck pig, the bastard.
You think he might have been bleeding enough to leave a trail?
Maybe. Who knows? I just hope he's in hell where he belongs, the poxy bastard.
What were they like?
Swine and lousy curs, that's what they were like.
That's not what I meant.
No, sorry. They weren't your ordinary footpads. They were well dressed, and they talked of some lord called Wolflin.
I thought as much. Is there something I can do to help? With your husband, I mean.
I fear only God Almighty can help him now. Although, there is one thing you could do. I have to keep changing Lumiere's bandages, but I'm running out of clean linen, and I don't want to leave him alone here.
I'll see what I've got.
Okay, so we're going to give her 3 bandages here.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. I'm grateful. I'll go and bandage him up right away, and let me give you a few groschen for your trouble. I've nothing left here except a few groschen I buried down by the creek. Luckily, those bastards never found them. I'll be glad to reward you.
Keep it. You need it more than I. They took everything you had.
Not everything, because you saved my dear husband. Take it. I insist.
Very well then. Thank you.
God be with you.
Okay, and she'll give you 325 groschen for doing that. So that's the only reason that you go down to the southern farm versus the northern farm, is if you're interested in getting a little extra groschen. So I'm going to put these back on. Okay, and now I'm back to 17 and 20. And she mentioned that that her husband had gone after him with a sickle, and they had gone north. Okay. And yeah, Jacob, the quest that you're talking about is called Skin. That's the one that I had mentioned. I went hunting and got the Tanner perk so that I could get skins from them. Or no, that's not Skin. That's oh, it's got the, God, its name. Starts with an A. That does hurt your reputation, but it wasn't that did it. It was some, like I say, I went to jail for murder, and I don't know what happened. My reputation was about 50-50 after that quest, but it really got low simply because of that. For some reason, I murdered somebody somehow, and I have no idea how that happened. I didn't bother to go look and try and find out when it happened or how it happened. It just did. And last week they wanted to take me to jail, so I went. So as you go north over this, you'll see some blood stains.
What are you doing here?
Why do you ask? Can I not take a walk in the woods without being accosted?
I ask because I'm the gamekeeper here, and it's my job to protect these woods from poachers.
Well, I'm certainly not poaching.
In that case, you won't mind if I have a look what you've got on you.
Certainly. Go ahead and look.
All right. Nothing suspicious here. You may leave, Goodman.
So down here, you'll run across these, and there's you can use these.
Another trace. They dragged him this way.
And you can see, and you'll get more of that. And here is one here as well.
He was bleeding plenty. Should be easy to track him.
And you just basically keep following this track to the northeast, and you'll see blood stains on the ground as you go, and pretty soon it will turn north. Bloody shirt. I've already finished all of those, Jacob. Yeah, finished all of those, and like I say, that's how I knew my reputation was not too bad, was because I had already finished all of those bandit quests. I'm now on the interlopers. That's the raiders quests. I've finished I'm on the interlopers quest now, which is the quest out of Sasau. Okay, now there's somebody right there.
Looks like I found it. I better get back and report to Capon.
So I just want to get close enough to trigger going back to him. Now, you can go in there and try and kill everybody yourself. There's about a dozen or so of them in there. So you can spend a while and do it the stealthy way, or you can go in guns blazing and try and fight them all at once and do whatever you want. It's not an easy fight by any means, but you can do it. It's going to have a different outcome on the quest. So we're going to do this a slightly different way. And I don't know if it's going to work, honestly, because my speech and charisma stats are not as high on this playthrough as it is in my personal one. So we're going to head back up here. Okay. Yeah, Jacob, once I get my horsemanship up to 20, it's at 19 right now. Once I get it up to 20, then I'm going to be utilizing every fast travel opportunity that I can. Right now, still trying to ride my horse around a little bit just to finally get me up to 20 and finish that one off. Okay. Now here, I'm going to have to pass a speech check on Bernard. With the Bard Potion, not too worried about it. My speech is up at 16 here.
I found that encampment.
Ah, I'm glad to hear it. Is it far?
Not really.
How many men did you see?
Around 10.
Same as us. Well, now we'll see if my cousin is really as tough as they say. Otherwise, he'll be swinging tonight from the Rattay ramparts.
I'm going to choose this option here.
Wouldn't it be better to parley with them, sir?
Parley with robbers? You must be out of your mind, lad.
Sir Hanush ordered me to avoid unnecessary casualties.
What are you trying to say?
I could go and parley with Wolflin. Even if it comes to nothing, I could have a good look at his encampment.
Bit of spying could well be of use, all right. And Wolflin's a conceited bastard. If he knows you come from me, he'll receive you just for a chance to tell me to go to hell. I'll give you a livery with my coat of arms, so it's clear you're my messenger. And you'll have to go unarmed.
Thank you, Captain. I'll do my best.
I hope so. And try and come back in one piece. I don't want to explain to Sir Radzig why I sent his favorite into a robber baron's camp unarmed.
Okay, so you can't get an extra set of dialogue from Henry here. Or, I mean, not Henry, from Hans. Curious.
God bless you. What troubles you?
I convinced Captain Bernard to let me go and parley.
Are you mad, Henry? They'll send your head back in a bag.
They won't kill me. They'll know I'm Bernard's envoy. He gave me livery with the Eleshna coat of arms.
I don't think a gang of bandits will pay too much attention to livery. But if you want to be a hero, go right ahead.
See you later.
Okay. So... we have 16 speech here. Let's see, because my Warhorse set is dirty. I'm going to need to go clean it. And I'm going to put the silver ring on. The Eleshnitz Waffenrock we need to have on. The necklace is on. Golden spurs. Okay. Let's go find a place to wash our armor off. Real quick. Time is it? We got time. I think the Inn at the Glade is the nearest spot here. So where's the wash tub? There's got to be one around here. I mean, come on, seriously? They're all empty. That's hilarious. Okay. So I guess I can't get cleaned up at the end of the glade. Unless there's one up around here. Nope. That's really interesting. I had no idea that there wasn't one there. So I guess Neuhoff is probably my next closest. So let's go see if there's one around here somewhere. Alright. So now, what is my charisma? My charisma is up to 14. That's not enough. for the charisma check. And I'm not going to go craft a more potions. So let's see what I am with all of this on. $15, that's still not enough. Yeah, that's still not enough. So I'm going to have to make the speech check in here. I was hoping to be able to get you another set of dialogue. But I don't have high enough charisma here on this character to be able to do it. So let's put the Leschitz Waffenrock back on. We don't have any weapons. We have that Waffenrock. So now we're good to go. We'll take a Bard Potion and we'll just have to make the speech check, like I say. If you can make the charisma check, you get an extra set of dialogue when you finish this off, but we're not going to be able to do that, so we're going to head northwest out of Neuhof here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time walking around just to get that one extra piece of dialogue. There are ways I could increase my charisma right now, but yeah, like I say, I'm just not too worried about it. Hi, Siri, welcome to the stream. You get a hound, mutt specifically, through the Women's Lot DLC. If you complete the first part of that, which is from the perspective of Teresa, then you're allowed to ask her about Mutt. And at that time you'll be able to recruit him as a sidekick, and then you can train him up using the Houndmaster's skills, which are again part of the DLC. So we did get a main level increase here, and okay, and I'm going to take the local hero perk. Combat should still be that one defense that we're holding on to. Okay, so now that we're here, we need to go up and take a right, and that'll take us down toward this camp.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I get over there, I'm going to do a double check on my gear. We're going to drop a save, and then we're going to head in. Doing it this way is really buggy, I'm not going to lie. Especially when it comes to getting the people in the right places and that sort of stuff. And you'll kind of see what I mean when we go through it. So as this thing turns back up to the north, don't go north. Instead, go through the woods. And the camp's right there in front of you. Okay, and there's the guard right there. So I'm going to drop a save here. look at my inventory. You need to have none of your weapons equipped, and you need to have the Oleshnitz Waffenrock on. We're going to take a Bard potion. And now my speech is up to 16. I think his speech is 14. So I think we should be able to make the speech check. So you're going to walk up slowly to the guard.
Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you're wearing Sir Bernard's colors. Suppose I should take you to Sir Wolflin. But if you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
Okay, now you need to follow this guard. Don't run away from him. Don't run up to the camp by yourself. If you do, he will stay back here. And then as soon as you turn around and try and approach him again, he'll become hostile and the whole camp will attack you. So you need to follow him up here. There is a wash basin right there. So when you get in here, you can quickly run over there and use it. But sometimes this will bug things out. But you have to use it quick.
What's your name, boy?
Henry. I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Oleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
Okay, now this is the one that you want to pick here.
We offer you safe conduct out of this domain if you leave everything you stole from Sir Hanish's subjects and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
That's a very generous offer. But tell me, why should I accept?
Okay, so our speech, I don't know why it's down to 12 now. Wasn't it 16 a little bit ago?
Don't you know what's been going on around here recently?
Should I?
Bandits have been on the rampage all over the county. Cutthroats raided a nearby stud farm, and the locals have had enough of it.
No doubt, but I've nothing to do with that.
Try telling them that. On the way here, the captain recruited men from half the county. He intends to make an example of you.
Why me? No doubt you've plenty to choose from.
Because you're the first one who's had the gall not to run. So you'll be the first one they catch, and I'm sure you can imagine what will happen then.
And why warn me? Why parley at all, if there are...
Here if you just moved on somewhere else, so he sent me to bargain with you.
You're saying it wasn't Bernard's idea?
If the captain knew I came here in his colours, he'd flay me alive.
The devil take it. There's nothing here worth pillaging anyway. All right. I accept your offer. Tell your captain we'll move on.
Don't forget to leave the loot and 60 groschen, too.
There's no denying you're a good negotiator, lad. Oh well. No doubt we'll find easier pickings elsewhere. Better run along before Bernard loses patience.
Okay, so the charisma option will bring up an extra set of dialogue where you find out that he knows Sir Radzig, or he and Sir Radzig know each other, and that he will tell you that when Sir Radzig rides against Sigismund, that he will join him. Now, I don't think that that really actually happens in-game, but you can go back and when you meet with Radzig after this, you'll get some more dialogue concerning it. It's just we didn't have enough charisma to be able to make that work. So we took the second best option. We still passed the speech check, which is good. Now, if you fight Wolflin back there, he does carry a unique shield. It's not any better per se than any others. It's just a heavy shield that has a unique emblem on the front of it. But that's the only thing that's different about not fighting him here.
Good health to you.
I've just come back from Wolflin, Captain.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved anything.
I talked them into moving out. Not only that, but they left all their loot and 60 groschen too, as compensation.
I can hardly believe it. That turned out a lot better than I expected. The coin is for Sir Hanush, I expect.
Naturally.
Well then, take the money, ride to Rattay. In the meantime, we'll break camp and make sure those bastards keep their part of the bargain.
Right, Captain. I'll be on my way.
And Henry, nice work. See you later.
Okay, so that's going to almost finish this thing up here. We need to ride back to Rattay and talk to Hanish. And I'm just going to put this Waffen Rock back on. So we're going to head southeast to Neuhof and then south out of Neuhof.
Yeah.
Cross the river down here.
Yeah.
And make our way back to Rattay. And again, you can fast travel if you want. I'm just finally trying to get my horsemanship skill back up to 20. Or up to 20. Oh, jeez. I can't complain about this much, like I say, as I can about the pathing and physics in Baldur's Gate 3, but there's still a lot to complain about. So here's Neuhof. We're going to head south now. Take us back to Rattay. Yeah, I think the 12 number didn't include the +5 from the Bard potion. I think when it shows it up there, it shows all of my perks, but it doesn't because he had a speech of 14 and I had 12, and we would have failed it if I actually had a 12. So I think it just doesn't include temporary effects like the Bard potion and that sort of stuff. When it does that calculation. I could be wrong. I'll go back and look at it off stream, but either way, we passed it. So the horse hit a rock in the middle of the road. It wasn't in the middle, it was off to the side of the road, but he hit the rock and it knocked me off of it.
Greetings. What business have you?
I have news from the camp, Sir Hanush.
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let me parley with Wolflin.
Bernard agreed. I'm surprised.
So was I promised Wolflin safe conduct out of your territory on condition he leave all the loot he took and pay 60 groschen in compensation.
Well done. It will take Bernard a while to get over his disappointment at not being able to get revenge. But the important thing is, we're rid of that troublemaker. I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
But I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
God be with you.
That's going to get you the Magdeburg Cuirass. Okay. So the Magdeburg Cuirass is actually really good. It has 23 defense on all of them for stab and slash and 9 blunt defense. The charisma's okay. It does have okay durability. If I compare it to my brigandine, you can see it's higher in all areas over my Warhorse brigandine, with the exception of charisma. So the charisma on this is 20. The charisma on the Magdeburg is 16, I believe. Yes. Okay. But it is a unique thing that you get for completing the Robber Baron quest in certain ways. So let me look here at my reputation. So the Rattay soldiers here, I'm at 100 reputation. So I know that earlier after I had completed Adam's quest, I had gotten low, but then I had cleaned out all the camps and it went way up. The reason I was arrested last week was because of a murder that I supposedly committed, and I have no idea how I committed or when I committed that murder. But they put me in jail for murder, and I just said, okay, it is what it is. But yeah, looks like my reputation is all good. So, Jacob, this horse is Warhorse Genda. This is tied for one of the 2 highest stat horses in the game, for speed, courage, and carrying capacity. We got him really, really early on. We kind of cheesed a little bit out of the prologue to be able to get all the weapons and armor out of the prologue to be able to sell it, to be able to travel up to Merhojed and buy him like in episode 2, I think. Just to be able to get one of the best horses in the game. And yes, Mutt has been, he was ordered to stay over here. His obedience is still 90, or is up to 90 again, but he's not over here where I left him. That's because his obedience dropped down to 0 and he ran off. So to get him back, I think I have to talk to Teresa.
I've got something for you. I got them from Uncle Peshek. Just don't go poking them where you shouldn't.
They're lockpicks. They're not really intended for poking in your own locks.
True, but at least don't get caught. And if you do, you didn't get them from me.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here.
Can't talk in the middle of animations, whenever they're turning corners, whenever doing anything like that, you can't talk to them.
Don't you feel...
Okay, so he's not here. So I left him over here, out of the rain. Well, again, I'm not too worried about it. There he is. Alright, come here, buddy. Get you out of the rain.
Wait here for me. Stay.
Hey, do I have any food on me? I think I do. I do.
Look what I've got for your love.
Okay, and then give him some praise afterward.
That's my...
Okay. Now his obedience should be back up to 100. So I normally don't have Mutt along with me. He tends to complicate certain things, and he can completely fail quests if you've forgotten that you've left him in a certain mode, and things like that. So I tend not to carry or take him along. On my quests. There are certain things I carry, I bring him along with. Get rid of all these specific things. Okay. So let's go put on our regular stuff again. Okay, what we're going to do here is wait, and we're going to pass time and wait for the Rattay Tourney to show up. And we're going to wager.
Hey, good health to you.
I'm interested in betting on the tourney.
Of course you are.
What can I bet on?
Let's keep it simple. You can bet on yourself to win the whole tournament, if you reckon you're up to it. Not everyone's got what it takes. If you lose, you forfeit your wager. But if you win, you'll get double back from me, on top of the prize money from Sir Hanush. That's a fair wager, ain't it? What do you say?
Alright, why the hell not? I'll try my luck.
I'm glad to hear it.
And I'm going to bet the max here.
A nice little wager. Well, break a leg. Literally, I hope.
Take care.
Okay, and now I have to wait for the Rattay Tourney to come around. Now I can do this a couple of ways. I can go talk to the tournament master up there, and it will pass time right up until the tournament. I don't want to do that. I'm going to wait. And I'm going to pass time until every morning. And when I get the notification that the tournament has started that day, then I'm going to, or that the tournament's going to start tomorrow, then I'm going to sleep through that day until the evening and go do something that night. Okay, so we're going to sleep through until the morning. Okay, so we don't have a tourney today. So we'll sleep through the night. And like I say, the Rattay tourney happens once every week. Okay, so we're still not there. Let's go over here and eat.
God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Now it doesn't.
Yeah.
So we'll wait. And it shouldn't be that long, because I know it hadn't just finished up or anything like that when we went on that last quest, so shouldn't be too much longer in the future here. Gonna be real low on nourishment here, so we're gonna have to eat from 2 pots. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's going to be a tournament tomorrow. So I can sign up with the Herald today.
Yeah.
So let's go up here. And we're not going to sign up with the Herald today. We're going to sign up with the Herald tomorrow morning. There's an option that if you go sign up with the Herald that you can wait and pass time. But again, we do not want to do that. Come on.
Yeah.
So let's head up here. Okay, there's another pot up here. Why is the Rattay tourney going on today? Okay. I have no idea why it's going on right now. It's not supposed to be. But we're gonna have to fight it.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
I'd like to enroll in the big tournament.
All right. As long as you've got the enrollment stake, Sir Hanish's rule is every contestant has to put up 60 groschen.
Of course. Here you are.
What's your name?
I'm Henry, from Skalitz.
I'll make a note of that. And I need to know what weapon you choose.
Actually, this one is changed. I'm gonna do short sword and shield.
Short sword and shield, definitely.
Good. Get yourself ready. You're next in line. Good luck to you.
So, we don't get to do what I wanted to do here to make this fight easier.
Entering the arena now will be Alder Friar, a man-at-arms from Sir Divish of Townboat's garrison, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Rattay Kubla. Welcome, our warriors! And this very first bout will afford plenty of entertainment. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Okay, so normally what I end up doing here is just countering quite a bit.
Lost your wind.
And this is why I brought Stinger into this fight. Because most of my counters with a short sword are going to be of the stab variety, and Stinger has incredible stab damage.
Change weapons for the second bout. We will witness a duel with longswords.
Now the second duel I don't get to pick it, but it doesn't matter. I try not to use my master strikes during this because they get countered a lot.
Yeah.
So again, I tend to just wait for him to strike and then I counter.
Go ahead and gather your strength. You'll need it.
Okay, there's a master strike. It didn't get countered. There's another one. Ah.
What's the matter? What's your fault? Oh. Well landed! Oh. Fuck it!
So the second fight where you don't have your short sword and shield is always going to take longer.
And shall proceed to the next round. Meeting face to face in this round will be Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Rattay Kubla, who will measure his skills against Calder o' the Tar, Catchbowl of the Rattay Bailiff. Let us wish the combatants luck. The combatants have entered the arena and the first duel may commence. Our combatants will demonstrate their skills with short sword and shield.
Fucker! Lost your wind?
Alright, I'm concentrating so my dialogue here, or my commentary is lacking, and he countered.
Missed! Fucking hell!
He started a combo right as I did. Yep, and he countered me again. I'm gonna stop using the Master Strike, he just counters him too much. Oh, come on. What was that timing?
What's up? Shit yourself?
And I countered that too.
Did that hurt?
I may end up losing this one.
Bollocks!
There we go. There was a good one. And he countered that. There's another good one. All right.
The combatant who emerges victorious from
So got up to a bad start there, but recovered.
Change weapons for the second bout. We will witness a duel with longswords.
God! Here!
Wait for the next counter.
Shit!
Ah.
I'm over here!
And shall proceed to the next round.
Alright, and here's the last one. And I was trying to make this fight easy because this is Black Peter. And I was trying to set up a quest before this.
Tourneys and a combatant today too, Peter, called Black Peter, who will measure his skills against Henry of Skalitz from the company of Sir Rattay Kubla. Welcome, our warriors!
But I expected this to be starting tomorrow, so I'd be able to start that other quest before this, but I can't, so I'll just have to fight here and see how well this goes.
With short sword and shield.
Because he's fully armored. Oh, that timing. I know I blocked that one. I need to concentrate here. That was the head cracker perk. So that took his health all the way down and knocked him out.
The second bout will surely be no less exciting. This one may decide the winner. Prepare to watch a fierce fight with axes and shields.
Cunt!
There was the head cracker perk again. There it is.
Lords and ladies, good men and good wives, you have just witnessed the final duel in today's Rattay Tourney, for which we all owe gratitude to Sir Hanush of Lipa. All glory to the victor, Henry of Skalitz, man-at-arms in the company of Sir Radzik Kobila. His prize will be given to him by our gracious Sir Hanush.
Okay, so Sir Hanush is around here, coming down the stairs.
Here, Henry, your prize.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You've earned it. Good luck to you.
Okay, so that's going to get you the first piece of the Lords of Lipa set here. You have to win the tourney a lot of times. you can actually win the things. I think I'd have to go back and look, but there's something like 60 rewards that you can get over winning it 60 times. There's still different rewards that you get after even winning it 60 times. So there's a lot of stuff that you can get from this as you go through it. The Lords of Lipa set are just one of them that you can get. So one of the better sets that you can get in the game, the full set is not nearly the best, but a couple of parts of it work into that best set that you're going to be putting together if you're purely going for an armored build or something like that. Now, I am definitely going to take off the Warhorse set. Going to put on my stealth set again. Okay. So the quest I was going to be trying to get was Dead Men Tell No Tales. I don't think I can get it now. And I definitely don't want to fast travel there that way. I'm gonna manually or fast travel my way out of here so I go a different way to get to Samapesh. That'll work. But I don't think this is going to work because you have to get this quest before you go and fight Black Peter in the tournament, I think.
You must be up to... Catchpole see you.
Okay, so he's gone for the night. We'll see if he's still even awake.
I'm hungry. I'd like a bite to eat.
Look out!
I'll have a beer.
Okay, so I don't think he is... What time is it? Yeah, probably not. Okay, so he's still not here, so we'll just wait another hour. There he is.
God be with you.
What's the matter?
It's the Tourney. It always upsets me.
Why would the Tourney upset you?
It brings back sad memories about my son Svartalfheim. God rest him. He always loved sword fighting. Even when he was just a lad, he used to duel with his mates with sticks. And for years he saved every groschen he got so he could buy a real weapon. Wasn't long before he had the hang of all sorts of fancy strikes and feints. So when he heard Sir Hanush was holding tourneys for common folk, he was first in line to enroll.
I see. And he got hurt in the arena?
Oh, heavens no. Sir Hanush set the rules in such a way that nobody would suffer more than a bruise or two, and he makes damn sure the rules are obeyed.
Did your son ever win the tourney?
Oh, aye, more than once. Svartalfheim wasn't the strongest, but he was agile as a weasel, and he put his heart and soul into it.
So what happened to him then?
Well, this fella by the name of Peter enrolled. They called him Black Peter on account of the colour he wore. He beat all comers. No man could match him. Only Svartalfheim was determined to take him, so he started training all the hours God gave. He even started going to Captain Bernard for lessons. And in the last tourney, he got the better of Black Peter in the end and won the prize. Only he never came home that day. I figured he was having a drink in Rattay to celebrate his victory. But he didn't even turn up in the morning, and I started getting worried. I was just on my way to look for him when some merchants came by. They found my boy by the road just past Rattay. He was still alive, but he was burning up and shaking like a leaf. I sent for the sawbones right away. But before the day was out, I had to send for the priest.
Do you think it was this Black Peter who killed him?
It was the first thing crossed my mind. Aye. But there's no proof. It could have been anyone, I suppose.
Do you know anything about this Black Peter?
Oh, not much. I asked around, but nobody knew nothing much about him. Except he was a stuck-up bastard. He always just turned up for the tourney, took his prize and vanished.
Did Svartalfheim have any wounds?
Only a couple of scratches and bruises from the tourney. Nothing that would kill a man. Not even the sawbones could figure out what done him in.
You were right about that Black Peter. He's tough and skilled. But, believe it or not, I managed to beat him and won the whole tourney.
By Christ! Well done. And, did you find out anything about how my boy died?
No, nothing definite.
Oh, well. I didn't expect there'd be much chance of finding out anything after all this time. Thanks for trying, at least.
Okay, so that is the way to complete Dead Man's Tales after you had fought in the tourney. That's kind of what I expected was going to happen, but I wanted to see it. I'm not going to reload anything. Well, unless that reload is right there. Yeah, no, that's before the tourney. So what I need to do now is head back. And I'm going to head back this way for a very specific reason. We're actually going to examine this. This is probably not what I want to get into.
There's nothing to it.
What's it about?
An offer you can't refuse. The finest goods at an incredible price.
All right. Show me what you're selling.
As you wish.
Oh, who needs the key 3? I'll take it. Up my lockpicking skill. Ignore that one, I know what that one is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna head to the north gate here. I don't think that is... Hey, and welcome. Good to see you again. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to head down.
Yo! Learn how to ride a horse, idiot!
Yeah.
This way from Rattay. Okay, so no, I think I need to get down farther.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to drop a save down here because this is not the way that I want to approach this. But I want to see where he is. Okay, so I'm going to head off to the left here. I'm going to start sneaking. Because right there is Black Peter. Okay. And I don't know if you can see it, but he's strung up a line across the road. So if you fast travel through there to get north back up to Samopesh, you will get ambushed. You'll get hit and knocked off your horse, and you'll get into a fight. Okay. Now, you can end this fight. You need to kind of wait for him to sit down. And you can take him out. Okay, there's the line strung up over the road that knocks you off your horse. Okay, now he has some of the best stealth gear in the game. So if you don't have this version of the Black Hood or the Dark Saxon Gambeson, they're in here. This padded coif is not the one that you want. But if you're going for the armored set, the Dark Plate Armor Jacket is one of the best armor pieces for being stealthy. And the reason that you want to sneak up on him is because of the Page's Sword here. So the Page's Sword by itself with 48 stab and slash is not bad. It's okay. The problem is that this thing has a Bane potion applied to it, and if he hits you with it, it will seriously start sapping your health out really fast. So I don't recommend having a fair fight here. Okay, and there's the line that's got strung up. So now it looks like I can tell the blacksmith about Black Peter. I've never done it this way before, but it looks like you can win the tourney. He'll give you the 50 gold pieces as if you didn't learn anything about Black Peter, and now I can go back, now that I've killed him, found his poison sword. Maybe I can go back and tell the blacksmith something else about his son. We'll see. So where are we on our horsemanship? About halfway through 19. We're getting there. Yeah, and like I say, there's a sequence of events to follow to completing that quest in an order to get you the most reward from him. Since I didn't go talk to him beforehand, I was not going to be able to get the most rewards from him no matter what. Because for some reason the Rattay tourney told me it was tomorrow and then it was started that same day. But yeah, there's a sequence of events. You go talk to him, then the day of the tourney, you go talk to Black Peter at the start of the tournament before you've enrolled. And then after you've talked to him, then you enroll in the tournament, you win the tournament, and then afterward you defeat the ambush and you go talk to the blacksmith and you get the most Groshen, and you get a skill book, Agile as a Weasel, which is what he said his son was. Going the wrong way, I know it. Yep. I'm talking and not so yeah, I wasn't going to get the full set of rewards out of it no matter what, but okay, so I need to go down to the cross and take a left. But that quest is called Dead Men Tell No Tales, so if you want to go look it up, I know there's a guide somewhere for it. Whose horse is this? It looks like mine. Oh, Radzig's horse is out here in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So Dead Men Tell No Tales, you can go look it up. I'm sure there's a guide that'll walk you through it. But I'll be anxious to see how this reward works here. If he gives me the skill book, or if he gives me any more groschen, or what. I'll be anxious to see how it plays out. So there's Samopesh up there. Okay, because we do have a Dead Men Tell No Tales End quest here, which I've never seen before.
Good health to you.
You were saying about Black Peter. Anyway, he won't be able to tell us anything because he's gone to meet his maker.
He's dead? I never held out much hope, but he was the only one who I thought could shed any light on it.
Well, I still managed to find out something from him. You see, he had poison on his sword.
Poison? By Christ.
I think he cut your son in the tourney and poisoned him. Of course, I can't be absolutely sure, but the symptoms Fatapluk had point to it.
So, justice caught up with Black Peter in the end. And you found out the truth. Here, take this for your trouble.
Okay, so he gave me 2 sets of rewards there. That's really interesting, because there are 4 tiers of rewards, I think, depending upon what happens with it. And if you lose the tournament or you don't participate in the tournament, you get the reward that I got, that 50 groschen from him. And then I think the next one is either 65 or 70 groschen if you you talk to Black Peter and you find out about it, but you don't kill Black Peter. And then the 85 that I just got there is if you talk to Black Peter and you find out and you get the proof and you kill Black Peter at the ambush. So I got 2 tiers of reward. I got the lowest tier reward and the highest tier of reward out of this by doing this in a weird order. I've never seen that happen before. I may end up submitting that to the wiki and see, because I don't think I've ever heard about getting both of them. That's kind of weird. I've never seen that conclusion to Dead Men Tell No Tales. That's why I've never seen that quest there. Dead Men Tell No Tales /end. Do I have 2 sets of... Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's weird. I completed that quest twice by doing it out of order. Very strange. But yeah, got double rewards out of it. So, crazy enough. Okay, so now let's head back out, and we need to collect some more rewards. We're going to get our winnings from Peshek. I don't want to have this fight.
Don't move! Give me all
Okay. So we'll pick up our winnings here. Check must be inside.
Hey, God be with you.
I've come for my winnings.
All right, here's your winnings. Damn it. There'll be another tourney in a week or so. Are you going to give me a chance to win my groschen back?
We'll see. Thanks.
And that's going to end the Who Do You Like quest. That's repeatable. You can do that every time or every week during the tourney. Where did I get the comparison from? This comparison is one of the 9 defense rated comparisons. I think there are 2 of them or 3 of them that are different colors. You're able to get this one after you have completed all of the quests that go along with the Neuhof raid. You buy this from Zora in at the Neuhof stables after you've done that. So, oh, I need to repair my saddle or my noble saddle. I didn't even realize that. I picked up the noble saddle during the prologue, so I bought the noble bridle and the military horseshoes, as well as you get given a defense 8 comparison at the end of that quest. I just sold it and turned around and bought the defense 9 one. We're going to get horse armor once we resettle Pribyslavitz. We'll get, because there's a piece of the best horse armor in the game that you can get is from the Pribyslavitz stables once we build those. So I don't need this plain bridle here, so let's talk to him.
I've got some goods.
All right.
Good luck then.
And sell off a bunch of this stuff. And this is again because I don't need any of this stuff. I'm going to keep the Lords of Lipa, so I'm going to collect that set. Oh, I didn't have my padded chausses on last time.
Can we do something about the price? Is this enough?
We're getting... See now.
Okay, and I'm going to drop the Lords of Lipa gauntlets in here. I'm not carrying them around. I'm going to equip those padded chausses. And I'm going to drop Who Needs a Key. Actually, I'll keep Who Needs a Key in my inventory.
Hey,
because I'm going to rest and read that. And now let's go talk to Hans Capon. Before we get too far up there, we're going to stop and see where he is on the journal for Capon's champion. Okay, so he's up here at the tavern. Sometimes he can be down there at the baths, so... Okay, I thought he was here. Yes.
Sir, I won the tourney.
I know! You beat them all black and blue! You're a true warrior, Henry. Really. Even I was amazed at your performance. And thank you, you saved me from Uncle's legendary wrath. Here, I have something for you. I had it made just for you. It's no more than a hero like you deserves.
It's very kind of you, sir. Thanks.
I went to parley with Wolflin.
So how did that go?
I convinced him to take his gang and leave.
Really? I knew you were no fool, but that's something else. You're a born diplomat, Henry.
I don't know about that.
Don't be so modest. We have to drink to this.
Okay, and I'm going to hold off on this. That's starting another DLC. Okay, so now I think I've collected all my rewards, and I got another set of golden spurs out of that. Now, it's the same golden spurs. 80, 90, 100, and 20. 80, 90, 120. It's the exact same set of golden spurs, so I can just sell these off. They're worth 2.3k here. So what I'm going to do...
Yeah.
is head back down here to the mill. I'm going to drop these in his chest. I'm not going to sell them to him. Wait until he goes to sleep. I think he goes to sleep sometime around 11. Okay, we'll wait one more time. Okay, so she's sleeping down here, so that means he must be sleeping upstairs. Whoops, that's the door. There it is. So I'm going to drop the golden spurs in there and let him go sell that. So how much, what groschen does he have? He's got 12k. I've got 118. I'll be fine for Pribyslavitz. Okay, so we're going to go read to end the night. Okay, so that improved lockpicking. And now I'm going to sleep. We'll do a little inventory management, and then we'll talk about what we're going to be doing next week. Because next week we're going to start moving into Pribyslavitz and rebuilding the village. Now, this is something that I choose to do normally earlier on inside my playthroughs. So let's take that book, drop it in here. Whoops. Okay. And then we've only got 2 savior schnapps, so I need to get some more out of here. Okay. All right, so Pribyslavitz, we were up there for the bandit camp where we fought Runt in Baptism of Fire. Okay. That cleared almost everybody out of Pribyslavitz. But there is something that has been kind of undertaken now, and during that undertaking, somebody got captured up there. Okay. Now, we need to find Sir Radzig, and this can be a little bit interesting on where Sir Radzig is at this point. I'm going to hope he's up here in Frickstein Castle, but might not be. Okay, so up here on the right is Hans Capon's room. Down here, there he is. What do you know?
Good to see you, lad. Sir Hanush told me you won his tourney. Good job, Henry.
Okay, I'm going to ask about this one here.
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fafer has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The Chief Engineer? Is it about Skalitz?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fafer has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fafer. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. God be with you.
And a lot of times he's sitting right here, but he obviously isn't right now. So now I need to go on a hunt to try and find him. And this is the part that I always hate. I always hate playing Let's Go Hunt the NPC. There he is.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fafar, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skullets mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. Which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Skalitz mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
A silver store? Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
You said mine gallery. Just one?
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radzig can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Skalitz miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Nemoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want the lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? 12? 24? How am I to arrest them all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered, even murder.
That's all clear. I'll get going.
See you later.
Okay, and this is going to start... Excuse me. Is going to start the quest to King Silver. And the King Silver is kind of a precursor quest to heading up and dealing with the stuff in Privoslavitz. So once we've gone through this, it's going to open up something else, and we're going to be able to go up to Talmberg. Here it is right here. We could go start it now, but we might as well get this done so that we've cleared out the area around Skalitz up here to make it easier for us to deal with Pribyslavitz. But the DLC is going to start here, which is the From the Ashes DLC, and that's what we're going to be starting next week. But not until we deal with the King Silver up here in Skalitz. We have some areas that we have to scout out while we're up here. And because we talked to what was his name? Rock, I believe, during the Aquarius quest, where we were getting the Skalitz refugees work hauling water or hauling feces up and down from the city. Rock was a miner up there, and he told us about that. That's why we had that conversation option there with Fafar, to let him know that there was somebody who was possibly stealing silver up there. If you hadn't talked to or heard the rumor from Rock during that, you won't get that that quest objective up there. But if you do have it, then that related quest objective will be there. So there are going to be multiple ways for us to deal with this and resolve this now, but we are going to be able to talk about that next week. So let's just head back to Rattay Mill. Make sure our clothes are topped up.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show it here.
Okay. And that looks like a great place to end the live stream today. Next week, like I say, we're going to start off with that quest and quickly move into the From the Ashes DLC. And we will look at what we're going to be planning for as far as rebuilding Pribyslavitz and getting us another guaranteed source of income. And this one completely passive. It just is going to generate groschen for us per day. And it can generate quite a bit, north of 1,500 groschen per day just in the background completely. So we're going to start going through that, and that's going to take us probably through a couple of weeks, if I had to guess. There are judgments and a whole bunch of side quests that go along with it, but we'll see how much we can get through it next week. So, as always, thank you all for being here. As I always say, I love the interactions with my community here, because without your support, none of this would be possible. This is Commander Jorval saying until next time, fare thee well.